about what happens with kids in this district. We had different approaches to get there, but that was the bottom line every time we came to a decision or a direction. That's something I've always enjoyed. The last year, everybody knows that I know more about the American healthcare system now than I probably want to admit to. But when I came back from surgeries, for meetings, Venki was the first person to ask me how I was doing. I think he wanted to pick me up and give me CPR. But he was always the first one there. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. I'm gonna miss you at the table. We're getting so used to looking at you. I almost bought you a new tie. But I'm gonna miss your insight. I'm certainly gonna miss your institutional knowledge. I hope to hear that little voice in the background going, I wouldn't have done it that way. So I'm gonna miss you, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Larry, I appreciate that.
So we're gonna hope that little voice isn't saying the words don't matter. So, kind of reflecting on what Dan was just talking about when you ran 10 years ago, you won, some people might have been surprised. I know you've said a couple of times, people don't know what a Venki is.
Right, that's exactly right.
We know what a Venki is now, don't we? Right? I mean, the work that you have done on this board for this district is commendable, certainly. I will miss the detail that you throw at us on the table, the constant reminders simply because we're forgetting to do something like, don't forget. You're saving us. So I will miss that. I appreciate the track of knowledge that you have lent us over the years, and appreciate the passion that you have for student success. And that has gone far in moving the district forward. So I thank you for your service. I thank you for your guidance as I embarked on this process, this journey myself. And you talked to me into only 2 meetings a month. Just nothing.
Don't ever believe more than me trying to talk to you wrong. I'll say that now.
But you were very good guidance counselor at that point, and have been a really good member. I really appreciate that. I wish us as well. Thank you.
All right, Sam Stern. So, in my fashion, I'm going to start out with a very controversial statement, which will probably be debated by many members of this board, but I'm probably going to miss you more than anybody else on this board. There was many times in which Venki actually would get me in trouble at home, because my wife would come home from a 12-hour shift, and I would spend the first 2 hours of her being home on the phone with Venki, talking about what's going on in the school district. I've always appreciated your advice. I've always appreciated, how you've pushed me and pushed my ideas and how I'm thinking, and occasionally gone along with me, which I'll miss that too.
You will.
Yeah, this is no all the time. I'll miss somebody that occasionally says no too. But anyways, I still plan to get in trouble at home, so keep your phone out.
All right.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't have anything to say to you. You lied to me.
It'll be easy. One month.
We met 3 years ago through social media, and you got me involved in this. And there's so many things. Everybody's talked about the service that you do for the district, but besides that, you were also a friend. You shared Thanksgiving dinner with us. So I appreciate everything that you've done. You've been a great friend. You're a mentor to many of us. And I'm always going to say, this is why I don't talk like this. We are going to miss you. We hope to still see you around. We hope that, we know when to pick up the phone and call you when you get the time. Don't be a stranger, please. Thank you.
And thanks to all of my fellow board members for their kind words. It's been wonderful serving with all of you, some for a year, some for longer, like with Larry. So just a few words in closing. First and foremost, I want to thank the voters of the Mehlville School District for giving me the opportunity to serve 3 terms. I also want to thank my fellow board members, past and present, for giving me the chance to serve as president 3 times as well. Looking back, I feel the district is in a great position. I think we are poised for success, more so than at any time over the last 10 years. It hasn't always been a straight path. Sometimes it's been 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Sometimes it's been 2 steps forward, and maybe even 5 steps back. But we are in a better place today, and especially financially, we're in much better shape today financially than we've probably ever been. There are a number of people who have helped bring us to this point. I wanted to thank former Superintendent Terry Noble, whose steady, calm leadership was exactly what the district needed back in 2007, right after some turbulent years. He had an open door policy for teachers, and teachers felt comfortable reaching out to him or even walking into his office. He also respected board members and was willing to listen to their ideas. When approached in 2007 about changing the grading system in order to motivate and encourage students to take more challenging classes, Terry's administration was incredibly receptive. It was left to then Director of Curriculum, Dr. Connie Hurst-Bayless, and she did a wonderful job of putting that weighted grades committee together and leading the process. The committee, which included parents, students, teachers, and also both high school principals, came up with a solid plan that the board approved in 2007. Since that grading system was changed, in the beginning, I only recall like 1 national merit semifinalist my first couple of years on the board. And now we regularly have national merit finalists year after year. This year we had 3. A few years ago we had 5. And dare I say it, I think that year we had more than Lindbergh. So just wanted to bring that up. So, it all started with the great work of Dr. Hurst-Bayless and her team. And I want to thank Connie for the great work in setting up that system that we still use today. Another great quality about Terry Noble was his willingness to give responsibility to then Deputy Superintendent Dr. Eric Mills. When Eric took over in July of 2011, he was ready and well prepared for the job. As I think most of you know, he led the effort to build Mehlville's first ever auditorium and deserves credit for completing the $6 million project on time and under budget. So, of course, he didn't do that alone, and so he had a great team working for him. Thanks also to Director of Facilities Steve Habeck, Director of Facilities Steve Habeck, for making Eric's vision and promise a reality. In addition, all of us worked together on the solar energy project, which was mentioned before. And thanks to $350,000 from Ameren UE, sorry about that, Kevin. Thanks to $350,000 from Ameren UE, we now actually have 7 25 kilowatt solar installation systems on our roofs. Those 7 solar installations negate the need for Ameren to burn 210,000 pounds of coal every year. Sorry again, 210,000 pounds of coal. So we save money due to decreased utility costs, and Mehlville is also contributing to a cleaner environment. Thanks also to Eric's leadership, we started Project Lead the Way at both high schools. The pre-engineering classes give students a chance to work with project-based learning. At one time, only 4 high schools in the entire state had the 3 sequences of Project Lead the Way classes, and we had 2 of them. And 2 of them were right here. Eric also greatly expanded the AP and dual credit classes that were offered, and at one time, back when he was here, I believe we were the #1 school district in the entire St. Louis area on the variety of AP courses that were offered to our students. But Eric's probably biggest contribution to this district was finding a way to implement tuition-free full-day kindergarten without a tax increase. That full-day kindergarten gives students 500 hours of additional 5-year-olds, 500 hours of additional student-teacher contact time. Thanks also to former Chief Financial Officer Noel Knobloch, who ran the numbers and found a way to make it happen with the state's funding formula. I also want to thank former board president Ron Federchek, who played a huge role in getting the district to where we are today. And I got the wrong page. Anyway, so I want to thank Ron Federchek for where we are today. Ron did a great job in his 1 year as board president. He talked Dr. Norm Ritter into coming to this district, and without that, we don't know where we'd be today. Dr. Ritter was a class act, and we were fortunate to have him, even if it was just for that 1 year. Ron and Dr. Ritter set us up for the success that we had with Proposition R. Finally, let me close with a challenge to the current superintendent and his administrative team. Thanks to Prop R, Prop A, an increase in personal property tax collections, and an increase in the real estate valuations that we'll likely see this coming fall, the Mehlville School District will have somewhere around $10 to $11 million more in revenue than what they had just 2 years ago. The board approved budget in May of 2015 was around 106 million. You'll probably be at 116, 117, maybe even higher for the 2017-2018 school year. So my challenge is this: use those tax dollars wisely. Focus on the classroom teacher and the supports he or she needs in order to improve student learning for all students, K through 12. The students and the taxpayers in Mehlville deserve and expect a higher performing school district with improved test scores. You now have the revenues to make that a reality. Best wishes, good luck, and thank you.